The Companies Act, 2013. The Companies Act, 2013 was enacted to consolidate and amend the law relating to the companies. The Companies Act, 2013 was preceded by the Companies Act, 1956. Due to changes in the national and international economic environment and to facilitate expansion and growth of our economy, the central government decided to replace the Companies Act, 1956 with a new legislation. Applicability of the Companies Act, 2013. Companies incorporated under this Act or under any previous company law. Insurance companies, except where the provisions of the said Act are inconsistent with the provisions of the Insurance Act, 1938 or the IRDA Act, 1999. Banking companies, except where the provisions of the said Act are inconsistent with the provisions of the Banking Regulation Act, 1949. Companies engaged in the generation or supply of electricity, except where the provisions of the above Act are inconsistent with the provisions of the Electricity Act, 2003. Any other company governed by any special act for the time being in force. Such body corporate which are incorporated by any act for time being in force, and as the central government may by notification specify in this behalf. Company, meaning and its features. According to Chief Justice Marshall, a corporation is an artificial being, invisible, intangible, existing only in contemplation of law. Being a mere creation of law, it possesses only those properties which the charter of its creation confers upon it, either expressly or as accidental to its very existence. Separate legal entity, legally separate from the members. Perpetual succession, change in members does not affect existence of company. Limited liability, liability of company different from liability of members. Artificial judicial person, company can act through human agency only. Company can contract, sue and be sued in its own name. Corporate whale theory. Corporate whale. Corporate whale refers to a legal concept whereby the company is identified separately from the members of the company. Lifting of corporate whale. To determine the character of the company, i.e. to find out whether co-enemy or friend. To protect revenue tax. To avoid a legal obligation. Formation of subsidiaries to act as agents. Company formed for fraud, improper conduct or to defeat law. Corporate whale will be lifted. Trading with enemy. where corporate entity is used to evade or circumvent tax, where companies form other companies as their subsidiaries to act as their agent, to avoid a legal obligation, where the device of incorporation is adopted for some illegal or improper purpose. Companies may be classified into various classes on the following basis. On the basis of liability, company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee, unlimited company. On the basis of members, one-person company, private company, Section 2, 68. On the basis of control, holding and subsidiary companies, associate company, Section 2, 6. On the basis of access to capital, listed company, unlisted company, other companies, government company, Section 2, 45. Foreign company, Section 2, 42. Formation of companies with charitable objects etc., Section 8 company. Unlimited company. Unlimited company. No limit on the liability of members. The liability ceases on when he ceases to be member. Liability is not unlimited till the time company is not wound up. Liability of each member extends to amount of company's debt and liabilities. Member can be called to contribute only in the event of winding up of company. However, he can claim contribution from other members. OPC, one-person company, significant points. One-person company. One-member company. Private company nature. Encourages entrepreneurship and corporatization of business. Procedural requirements are simplified through exemptions. Separate legal entity. Limited liability. Private company, significant points. No minimum paid-up capital requirement. Minimum number of members 2, except if private company is an OPC, where it will be 1. Maximum number of members 200, excluding present employee cum members and erstwhile employee cum members. Right to transfer shares restricted. Prohibition on invitation to subscribe to securities of the company. Small company is a private company. OPC can be formed only as a private company. Significant points on private and public company. A private company. Paid up capital not more than 50 rupees lakhs. Or turnover not more than 2 rupees crores. Should not be. Section 8 Company. Holding or a subsidiary company. Public company. Significant points. Is not a private company. Articles do not have the restricting clauses. Shares freely transferable. No minimum paid-up capital requirement. Minimum number of members 7. Maximum numbers of members no limit. Subsidiary of a public company is deemed to be a public company.